Good afternoon and welcome to Wow Words of Wisdom. Bunzi, how's it going in South Africa? Where are you located?
I'm in the Eastern Cape, South Africa. It is a province, a small province in East London, Emonti. We've changed. We're no longer from London now. We are Buffalo City. Yeah,
Oh, Buffalo City. Okay.
Buffalo City. Yes.
Well, we are going to have a wonderful show today. A
Yes.
wonderful show. We're going to have. Well, I'll let you do the intro of who we're going to have, and then we'll talk in between. Is that a good idea?
Okay. We'll do the intro. I'll do the intro. Okay. So I've heard about them. I haven't seen them in action. So let's let the YouTube video tell us more about who we are having on the show today. So then we'll talk after. So
Okay. Sounds
play a
good.
little video of yeah. So let's just go to it.
You want to take your family on a fantastic basketball journey? Slam dunks, crazy tricks, and comedy? Lifetime memories? Fella, can describe all of that stuff in one word. This historic franchise has dazzled millions worldwide with trick hoops and alley-oops, celebrating 56 years of exciting basketball. Let's meet your world-famous Harlem Wizard! Imagine the excitement as the Wizards take on teachers, principals, and other hometown heroes.
That's enough.
All right. So
Oh, that seems exciting. And what is so exciting for me,
yeah.
Bungie, I was able to see that group at International Leadership of Texas here in Fort Worth,
Oh
and we
wow.
interviewed three of the players.
Yeah.
So let's go and hear the first interview, and then we'll come back and we'll take it. We'll go from there. We'll talk on the other side.
Awesome. So okay, now we can go. I'll ask you this question just after this. Okay. Okay. There we go.
Good afternoon and welcome to Wow Words of Wisdom, where I'm your host Johnny Bryant, and I'm here with the man that plays with the Harlem Wizards. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. Yourself?
I'm doing great. Tell us, what's your name?
My name is Lloyd Clinton.
And you are from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York.
That's right.
So how long have you been playing with the Wizards?
I've been with the Wizards for 15 years now.
15 years.
15 years.
tell me, you've been with the Wizards. Where are some of the places that you've gone?
I've been all over the world. I've been Taiwan. We've been to China, Russia, all over the states, all over the countries. We travel all over.
And you finally came to the best place in the world.
That's right.
Here at International Leadership of Texas in Fort Worth, Texas.
Fort Worth. Ain't no better place.
So my cameraman, my regular cameraman, he's in Africa right now doing the segment for the show. But my cameraman that is filming us today, right, he's going to be playing you. He's one of the coaches here at the school. And you know what he told me?
What he told you?
He told me that you guys are going to be defeated today.
You know what? May the best man win.
May the best man win. So what are you saying? You saying?
Hey, I'm not here to step on his shoes. That's how he feels. That's how he feels.
Man, you learned quite well. Yeah. Listen, how many guys on your team?
The Wizards organization overall, we have about 24 players on the team, but we have these 4 different units, so 6 on each unit. Right now, today, we have 6 people with us.
6 people?
Yep.
Where do you go when you leave here?
Where do we go? We go to Iowa.
Go to Iowa. So you're leaving from here? Do y'all fly or do you road trip?
We'll be driving in our bus to Iowa.
Wow. So 6 guys on a bus traveling from Texas to Iowa. Y'all got to be good friends.
Gotta be.
If there was one story that you could tell my viewing audience that was the most exciting story or something that really sits in your heart, who would that story be?
It wouldn't be a story, but it would just be the influence that we have on communities and schools and lives all over the world. You know, when we come into certain places and we perform and we put smiles on people's faces and change moods of people that we don't even know what they're going through. You know, someone could have had a death in the family or be suffering from a life-threatening disease. But just for those 2 hours that you're here at the Wizard game, we're here. We're gonna put smiles on your faces and make memories happen. You know what I mean?
So, what you saying that's telling me that the Harlem Wizards are more than just a basketball team.
That's right, we are.
They are more or less a moving, inspirational team that shows evidence of who that man upstairs
is. That's right.
That's very interesting. So, tell me about the history. How did y'all come together?
Well, we formed in 1962 by a man named Howard Davis. And the team just kept building from there. They used to drive around in cars and stuff like that. You know, but now we're coming of age. We drive around, tour the country, tour the world, fly around, and we're just all over. We're international.
So, with that being said, I'm going to let you leave with the last statement. What would that statement be? If you could say in a few words what Harlem Wizards are, who they are, what they represent, what would those words be?
We are a family organization. And I say we're a family because we stick together, we thick and thin, and we're just here, like I said, to change lives, put smiles on people's faces, and bring happiness and joy.
Okay, do me one more favor. I heard that Brooklyn accent when you said together. Say that one more time.
Together?
Say it one more time.
Together.
We are together here at International Leadership of Texas in Fort Worth, Texas, where the Harlem Wizards will play the coaching staff and a few other people here at 6 o'clock. So stay tuned. You'll get some extras from that game, and then we will know who is really a wizard. Will it be Harlem Wizard or will it be ILT? Oh, I'm Johnny Bryant, your host. Words of wisdom. Take care. God bless. What?
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a good interview. I felt kind of intimidated because he was much taller than me.
That is very tall. Are they all tall?
I had to look up to talk to him, but
you look very short.
All right, Bunzy. Let me tell you, I really was. I didn't know what to expect about the group. I mean, I had been around other professional basketball players and professional football players. Went to college with a few, but I didn't know what to expect when they came. But that interview really touched me because he talked about evidence.
Yeah.
And this is the theme of the show. He talked about that he was there as a family-oriented team, and that we don't know. He stated that he didn't know what people go through, what they were going through, but if he can bring fun and joy, that's what it was all about. And that's what this show has been about. It is about, when we first started this series, we talked about hidden link, and we talked about what the hidden link is, and that we stated that in order for you to figure out the hidden link, you have to find out who you are.
Yeah.
And this show really showed evidence of who he was. And after we go deep into the show, and this show is going to be short, only about 15 more minutes. We're going to show that the Harlem Wizards definitely showed evidence. Now, Bungie, I know you're in South Africa, in East Cape or West Cape. Which one?
East Cape.
East Cape.
Eastern Cape, yeah.
Eastern Cape, and I know basketball is not a prevalent game there.
Not at all.
But anyway, even though they're playing basketball, and basketball is not, what's the main game there in South Africa?
I think it's 3.
It is soccer, rugby.
It's soccer, rugby, and cricket. It has
cricket.
Cricket. Those are the major sports.
But the common denominator with all sports is that when you get a bunch of fellas together, and they can relate to one another, they will excel. And but anyway, let's get on with the other interview. And are we going to do the interview, or are we going to show a little bit of the game? Which one?
I think let's just squeeze in one more interview, and then we'll.
Okay.
Then we want to know how the game went. I think that I'm interested in that.
Okay.
Who won?
All right.
Who
We'll
won?
do
So
that.
let's see. So we'll just go with one. Okay.
Texas, where I am interviewing a guy named Leon, who is from
Abbeville, Alabama.
Abbeville, Alabama.
How you doing?
Roll Tide. How's everything going?
Everything good, man.
Tell me this. What brought you to Fort Worth, Texas?
Oh, man. Coming to Fort Worth, Texas, man. I'm here with the world famous Harlem Wizards, man. We're here doing a fundraising event. Hopefully we have a good turnout tonight. Leave these families with a great memory and fun night of basketball.
Now tell me, how did you get hooked up with the Wizards, and what did you specifically do? What do you do? What is your major role?
My major role, I'm a dunker / trickster, okay? / I'm the assistant manager on tour. But I got hooked up with the Harlem Wizards back in 2011, and I've been playing with them for about 12 years now.
Okay, now I just interviewed one of the players. I think his name is Roy.
Lunatic.
Lunatic.
Yeah.
No, that's not Lloyd. Lloyd. Okay.
Lloyd.
Now he's from Brooklyn, and you are from Alabama. So tell me, how did Alabama and Brooklyn hook up?
Oh man, so like back in the day when we first started, man, I just got hooked up with the Wizards. I ended up, coming on tour with them, and that's been one of my best friends ever since then, man. I love Brooklyn. So me and him hang out in Brooklyn sometime, but we just party, man. We have a good time.
Have you gotten that Brooklyn accent yet?
Nah, man.
Have you given him that Alabama accent?
I gave him a few of them, yeah. It's a few words that he catch on to, man. But other than that, though, it's all love,
So listen, if a person come to you and say Harlem Wizards, what comes to your mind, and what would your response be? How would you respond to that?
I would tell them that the Harlem Wizards, we're a program that travels all around the world. We entertain the people with our special brand of basketball, trick hoops, and alley-oops. Been in existence since 1962, the second longest show basketball team in existence.
Now, I have a question. Now, when you see Harlem,
yeah,
you think of Harlem Globetrotters.
Right.
Are you guys affiliated with them, or is this like McDonald's and Burger King?
It's definitely like a McDonald's Burger King type of thing. With two different businesses, two different organizations. Most of our guys have played with the Harlem Globetrotters before, retired from there, and then ended up playing with us. So some of our guys leave us and go play with the Harlem Globetrotters. But the word Harlem is just the style of basketball.
Right.
The flashy passes.
I'm going to be flashy.
What's that?
And I think I'm going to become a, what do you call those people that bring in entertainment? What do you call it?
Well, influencer?
No, they get together entertainment packages and, whatever. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to see if I can get the Harlem Wizards and the Harlem Globetrotters in a game together.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough, man. Good luck with that one, man.
Would that be tough?
Good luck with that one. I got a few friends that play with the
Promoters,
Globetrotters.
yeah.
Oh, you want to be like a promoter?
Yeah. See if I can get that together. You think that's possible?
I don't know, man. Just depends on how much money you got.
Not how much I have, but how much influence I have with people who got the money.
Oh, that's true. Yep.
I enjoy talking to you.
Yes,
I imagine when you go home to Alabama, now, the name of the hometown again?
Abbeville, Alabama.
What's the size of that town?
It's real small, maybe about 13,000.
I know when you get home, they give you a parade.
Oh, yeah.
You're a celebrity there.
I am.
How often do you get home?
Maybe like 3 times a year, maybe 4 times. Just depends on, how the tour is going and how everything else with the family and everything going. But yeah, they love me. I throw big barbecues.
Okay, one more question.
Family,
I do know this. You good barbecue, but there's no barbecue like Texas barbecue.
That may be a fact. That may be a fact. Now y'all in the room.
I'm trying to get an argument out of you. Y'all couldn't do it.
Y'all got better brisket than this. I'll tell you that right now. That brisket on the fire down here. I ain't gonna lie.
All right. I'm gonna go through the back door. Okay. I'm gonna ask this question. Now, I see 2 players. Coach Green, Coach P, who's my cameraman today.
Okay.
And they are telling me that have y'all ever been defeated before?
Never been defeated before.
They told me. Now I'm just telling you what they told me. I'm telling you what they told me. They told me that they were going to defeat you.
I'm shivering over here. I'm so nervous. I don't know what to do. If I had $1 for every time I heard that, I wouldn't be working no more.
Uh-oh. Okay, you heard it. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to show some clips of the game. When we video this show, it will be aired not this coming Sunday, but it will be aired next Sunday on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Instagram. So I'm your host, Johnny Bryant, saying, wow, words of wisdom with the Harlem Wizards at IL Texas, Woodhaven, and Fort Worth. Take care. God bless. See y'all later.
I can't. So exciting.
You can't wait to see who won, huh?
I really want to know who really won.
But I think we all won.
Yeah.
Did you notice? We talked about evidence and the hidden link in the previous shows, and we talked about evidence. Mm-hmm. I saw some evidence here. When I asked the first guy about the team and the ILT team said they were going to win, his response was, "May the best team win." Mm. And then when I asked the other guy about barbecue, and he said, if that's how you feel, maybe it's a fact. They never, I asked questions purposely to see what their response would be, because I wanted to see if they were all in one accord. Oh. And they were in one accord in that the evidence of their responses showed their spirit, that they were not argumentative men, that they were not combative, that they were all in one accord with one another. Huh?
No one had a point to prove. They were in one spirit. They understand the assignment.
There you go. That's it. And that's what God wants us to do. He wants us to understand our assignment. Yeah. And when we understand our assignment, there is no need to be argumentative. Yeah. There's no need to be combative with anyone. If a person says they're a certain way, well, that's how you feel. That's what you think.
That's how you feel. Mm. Yeah.
That was deep. I thought that was really deep. But you were so excited about who won and some of the basketball game. Go ahead and play that clip.
Okay.
Or you could do the interview, whichever one you want to do.
Okay, let's just play a quick clip that will just tell us.
Well, you need someone from the opposing team, the ILT team. Okay, I got you. I'm with you.
So we're gonna go to the clip now just to see how it went.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you can tell by the Coach P from the ILT team. You could tell just about who won and how it went.
Yep. Yep. You don't have to tell me. I can see. But for interest sake, what was the score? How did it go?
um, they just like they showed evidence of their spirit and how humble they were.
Mm.
Um, they won by 2 points. They did not, try to run away with it. They had fun.
Oh,
They played, but the Wizards won.
even if
But they didn't make it look bad.
okay, so even if they could have like just mopped the floor with them, did
Trust
they
me, they could have.
did they get the ball across at least? Did they even score?
You talking about the ILT team?
Yeah, did they
Yeah, they
score a
did.
point?
They they
Oh, okay.
they they have was one guy, Coach Green, but he was shooting threes left and right. But like I said, they were very generous. They're a very humble group. They but they did say this. They travel all over the world,
Mm.
all over the world, and they were excited because the fact the majority of the schools they go to are schools that are predominantly white.
Oh.
It's very seldom they get the opportunity to go to a minority school.
Mm.
By the way, ILT International Leadership of Texas is a charter school, and the majority of the students there are Black and Latino.
Oh.
But the PTO president, she's a go getter. She worked hard and she provided them to come to our school. As a matter of fact, that's where I work. To come to our school, I mean, it wasn't a cheap thing, but
Mm.
her organizational skills and people working together, we were able to pay what expenses that we needed to pay to get them there,
Oh
and
wow.
plus she made a nice profit for the PTO.
Oh
So I
wow.
want to give a shout out to her. She did a wonderful job.
Wow. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah. So I think any last words that we close with?
Okay. Um, do we have that interview with Coach Green?
Okay. Let me
Could you
just
play that? All right.
go to that interview quickly.
And then we'll close out on the other side.
Yeah.
In Fort Worth, Texas, where we're going to see a show beyond shows, where we're going to see the Harlem Wizards, and they're going to play. Do you have a name for your team?
The teachers.
Oh, the teachers. So the teachers are going to teach.
We might do a little teaching tonight.
Might do a little teaching tonight. So tell me this. The Harlem Wizards are world renowned. They've traveled to Russia, Romania, Africa, all over these places. So you're telling me that you're going to come in and you're going to get them a little teach.
Oh yeah. I got a big background in basketball. I've been doing this for a long time now. So this. It's like another game.
It's like another game.
Yeah.
It's like another regular.
Yeah,
There goes the manager right there. He told me yesterday. He told me yesterday that they have never lost the game.
Oh, they never lost the game?
Never lost the game.
That's fine. I mean, it's just talk.
Just talk?
Yeah, it's just talk.
Okay, well, we will see. We will see here on this basketball court at the International Leadership of Texas, Woodhaven, Fort Worth, Texas, where my friend Coach G from
Dallas, Texas.
By way of give a shout out to your college.
Oh yeah. Prairie View Panthers, man. PVMU. Best HBCU in the country.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
all right. You heard it coming from him.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
Johnny Bryant, your host of Wild Words of Wisdom, and I'm going to show you little clips from the game, and we're going to see if they're going to teach or be taught. Have a good evening. Well, we already showed the clip.
Yep.
And I have to say that the ILT teachers got taught.
Yep, they got a very good lesson.
After hearing the interview, And we've talked about it in our previous shows about the hidden link, and we talked about evidence. Uh, what sense of what feel did you get as a result of seeing those guys and hear the interviews?
Yeah, I think it's quite a very powerful thing that they are doing. You know, teaching in or trying to uplift through sport, because it's you can see the impact that it's doing in the child's lives or in the students, whoever is watching and witnessing. So there's sort of a direct or a measurable uh, thing, because sometimes you can say you may want to do something, but if you can't measure and see the evidence in it, it, then you can't say that, oh, you're just wasting your time in a way. So evidence is very important, so that what you do you can see, and so that you measure your impact, that okay, I am doing something right. Yeah.
And as I've been doing this, as we have been doing this series, I've come to the realization that evidence is extremely important.
Yeah.
Um, you can go to a basketball game and you can be entertained. In that entertainment, there are, not everyone has the opportunity to interview the players as I did, but that group provided a time slot for them to meet any student that wanted to meet them.
Mm.
Gave them an opportunity to talk with them, to ask them questions, and they did routines with them. They were very, very inspirational, not only on the court, but off the court with the students. I want to end with this note. A lot of time, oftentimes, we go to church, and when we go to church, do we go to church to be entertained? And those who are singing, those who are preaching, those who are doing whatever roles they play in the church, um, I want to ask the question, I want to leave on this note. Do you show evidence of who God is? Playing a role, singing, preaching, dance team, mission society, any other parts of the church that you may perform. Do they see the results of who God is through the evidence of your life? Are you a spokesman for God, or are you evidence of God? That is very key and extremely important, that we back up how we live through what we say. We back up how we sing through how we live. We back up how we preach to how we are supposed to be servants to those who are in need. I'm Johnny Bryant, your host, with Bunzi, my co host from South Africa, with words of wisdom. We'll see you next week with an exciting show, and stay tuned.